Angle.
Good afternoon. Here is Sunshine Reports. My name is Jane. I know. Ondo State Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu has described the terror attack on the Francis Catholic Church in Owo as a devastating tragedy that struck the government and people of the state. The governor, in a statement by his chief press secretary, Richard Olatunde, said the scars of the heavy blow will always remind the state of losses and the pain endured. The governor appreciated all those that donated to succor the victims of the attack, vowing that his administration will continue to ease the burden created by the death of breadwinners of the families. Governor Akeredolu said the government has constructed a fitting memorial park in honor of the deceased to immortalize the victims of the attack. The governor appreciated the people of Nigeria for standing up for Owo and Ondo State in general during the trying times, adding that it was a comforting balm for the state. The governor restated his commitment to the security of the people of the state and prayed that God, in his mercy, will grant the dead eternal rest. A candlelight procession has been held in Owo, marking the one-year anniversary of the St. Francis Catholic Church terror attack. The procession, which started at St. Louis Hospital, terminated at St. Francis Catholic Church. Some members of the Ondo State Executive Council and religious leaders joined families of the injured and those who lost their lives at the unfortunate incident during the procession.
Praise the Lord is with you. Blessed are you amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and the hour of our death. Amen.
The terror attack took place on June 5, 2022 at St. Francis Catholic Church, Owo town, which led to the death of 41 worshippers, while 80 others sustained varying degrees of injuries. Members of the 10th Assembly in Ondo State have expressed their readiness to work for the growth and development of the state. 4 out of these 26 lawmakers are elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, while the other 22 are members of the All Progressives Congress. Assembly correspondent Omoshiliola Adesoye Ajayi now reports.
The 26 newly inaugurated lawmakers are Oluwole Emmanuel Ogunmolashoye, Owo Constituency 1, Oladiji Olamide Ondo East, Ololade Gbegudu Okitipupa Constituency 2, Abayomi Akinruntan Ilaje Constituency 1, Morenike Witherspoon Owo Constituency 2, Olawumi Fayemi Ilaje Constituency 2, Princess Tosin Ogunlowo Ajirotutu Idonre, Chris Ayebusiwa Okitipupa Constituency 1, Olatunji Ifabiyi Odigbo Constituency 1, Stephen Abitogun Akure Constituency 2, Temitope Akokolafe Ifedore, Moyinlorun Ogunwumiju Ondo West Constituency 1, Dr. Christopher Ogunlano Irele, Oladapo John Abiola Ondo West Constituency 2, Messiah Allen Eseodo, Oluwarotimi Fasonu Odigbo Constituency 2, Oshati Olatunji Emmanuel Ose, Murtala Suleiman Akoko South East, Fatai Tiamiyu Atere Akoko North West Constituency 1, Victor Jaffet Akoko North East, Kolawole Ologede Akure North, Oguntodu Olajide Akure Constituency 1, Oluwatoyin Daudu Akoko South West Constituency 1, Tope Agbulu, Akoko Southwest Constituency 2, and Felix Afe, Akoko Northwest Constituency 2. Speaking in an interview with OSRC, the Deputy Speaker, Prince Abayomi Akinrotan, said the floor is now open for laws that will accelerate the development agenda of the state government and quality representation.
For 8 years, I've gathered enough experience, and I believe that this time around we'll enjoy a robust legislative activity in the state House of Assembly.
Others noted that the 10th Assembly is ready to contribute to the growth of the House of Assembly.
I promised them a better representation from what they always have. I promised them engagement, inclusion, women inclusion, children, and empowerment and the rest. So I look forward to engaging them, holding town hall meetings, engaging my leaders and carrying them along with me.
They should be expecting something great from this 10th Assembly, because with the caliber of the people that they are being inaugurated today, I know with this caliber of these people, they will definitely come up with something tangible that can add more value to the good people of Ondo State.
Dividend of democracy. They do vote for me. They send me to go and represent them, and for sure, in Jesus' name, I will represent them more than what they think of.
They equally expressed confidence in the ability of the new speaker to deliver in his responsibilities.
Honorable Oladije, he has been in the 9th Assembly, and then he has performed as the Deputy Majority Leader, and then even there was a particular time he acted as the Majority Leader, and then he has served in several committees, and coupled with his background, I believe that something good will definitely come out of him. And then I can assure the good people of Ondo State, as a Majority Leader of this honorable, I will definitely give him the necessary and adequate support at all times.
It's hard for you to trust somebody 100%, but I think he will do his best.
The stage is now set for Ondo State 10th Assembly, tagged Assembly of Renewed Hope, as the people look forward to robust lawmaking towards better welfare for the people of the state. From Ondo State House of Assembly, Omoshileola Adesoye Ajayi, OSRC News.
Any nation striving towards boosting the economic growth and development will lay emphasis on entrepreneurship. This is one out of the many suggestions of Nigerians to the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Omoriola Ubeji was in Akure, the Ondo State capital, to sample opinions of Nigerians on their expectations from the Tinubu administration on job creation.
Year in, year out, Nigerian universities roll out thousands of graduates who are expected to be gainfully employed in different sectors of the economy.
My plan after school is just to focus on my business, which is into cassava plantation. And I so much believe in myself, and I don't want to work under anybody.
My plan after school is to go out there, like the industry. I plan to work in industry because I have aim for going to industry.
My plan here is just to start up my business and go outside the world and explore.
Nigerian youths have, however, fingered the government as the source of their unemployment status. This is no more news, as various reports say white-collar jobs are no longer available compared to how it was decades ago. Some entrepreneurs who spoke with OSRC about their fruitless efforts in the search for a job after graduation expressed satisfaction in their decision to be self-employed.
I've learned this job while I finished my secondary school. I've learned the printing of a thing, but believing that it's just a side work. So let me just go further. Then I go further, graduated. After graduating, then start looking for work. Now I remember that, instead of you looking for all these white-collar jobs, you still have something you can do.
By the time when I graduated from school, I was thinking getting a white-collar job. But during the course of getting a white-collar job, I have some incidents that makes me make up my mind that I don't need white-collar job again, and I venture into what I know, which is fashion designing job, because I've known it before even getting admission to school. Then I am back on it, and things has been well.
I can tell you vividly that being self-employed. I have tried it. It's what I do. I am a graduate, but I don't believe solely in white-collar job. I believe to be self-employed. It makes you independent. It gives you room to be able to work on yourself, to earn a daily living. At least you have a daily income. At least when you get home in the evening, you can say, okay, this is my profit today. Not this is my profit at the end of the month.
An elder statesman, Ola Iwaeni, who spoke authoritatively about the non-availability of government job, encouraged youths to be productive.
Today, the reality is that white-collar jobs are not just there, and we have to accept that as part of the current narrative. The government was able to recognize this by introducing entrepreneurship program across the tertiary institutions. So as you are pursuing your degree program, you are also learning some trades. And I think that is one major thing that the entrepreneurship program in our tertiary institutions should be taken much more seriously.
Here in Ondo State, the Senior Special Assistant to Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu on entrepreneurship, Lincoln Ojo, said the government is succeeding in its efforts to ensure youths are gainfully engaged. He encouraged them to key into the various empowerment programs of government for self-reliance.
We have done a lot for those who are trying to be on their own. We have trained the youths in fish farming, barbing, fashion design, entrepreneurship, web design, photographics, data processing, fish production and management. So many that I can't even, I won't be able to stop when I continue mentioning the programs we have done for youth in the state. Yes, we're training you, putting you out there in the market force. And we are also monitoring you in case you need any advice, in case you fall short on something. Let us see that we hear, we follow up.
Commissioner for Youth and Sports, Bamidele Ologunloluwa, also reeled off government's youth empowerment successes.
70 youth are sponsored to Federal Ministry for Youth Empowerment Programs at New in Osrc, and beneficiaries were given startup equipment. We've organized a workshop for over 100 members as all players to set up the HIV counseling and testing at the permanent place of assignment. Already youth have been trained on CCTV installation and surveillance. We have an ongoing training for secondary school girls in 5 selected public secondary schools as pilot scheme. The training is on bridging the gap of engineering among the girls and students. And the school has done St. Louis, Wasai, Liverpool, St. Peter's Unity, and CC.
Meanwhile, Nigerians are calling on the federal government to prioritize entrepreneurship programs in higher institutions of learning, not only to address the high rate of unemployment, but also to boost the economic growth of the nation. Omoriola Humbiji, Osrc News.
The Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, and Trade Union Congress, TUC, have suspended their proposed nationwide strike over the removal of fuel subsidy by the federal government. The decision to suspend the strike was reached at the end of a meeting held between the Labour leaders and representatives of the federal government. Both the Labour leaders and federal government representatives are to reconvene on the 19th of June 2023 over the matter. The House of Representatives Committee on Aviation has rescheduled its investigative hearing on the controversial launch of Air Nigeria, Nigeria's national carrier, by the last administration to today. The committee had invited relevant stakeholders to the hearing earlier scheduled for Monday in Abuja. However, representatives of most of the stakeholders had left the venue before the arrival of the committee's chairman, Nolim Naji, who came about 2 hours behind schedule. The stakeholders invited by the committee include the Ministry of Aviation, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Justice, Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission, Airline Operators of Nigeria, Ethiopian Airlines, as well as aviation fuel, Jet A1 suppliers. Naji, after his arrival, apologized to stakeholders, asking that the hearing be postponed to 3 p.m. today. And that makes it a wrap on Sunshine Report. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon.